chair, the couch, if you have problem getting back up, we are going to start this class sitting, and then we're going to be up and down a few times, and at the end of the video we will be down again. So feel free to fast forward to the part that you want to do. And if you're there with me, hi! So let's start by taking a comfortable seat. I still have that knee issue I was telling you about last week. So rub any little part of you that needs a little extra right now, a little caring. And let's start with a nice inhale. Inhale, fingertip up. Lower the shoulder, exhale. Slowly bringing the hands towards the heart. Lowering the shoulder and just let go your hands. Place them on your knee, your legs. Palm down maybe today. Maybe a little more open. So wherever they landed, it's all good. You choose. So remember, you have a lot of choices. In every one of my class, I designed them with a beginner in mind, somebody that never did yoga before. But I want everybody to be able to do it. So there is variation that are more challenging and things in the middle. So you get to choose with where you want to be, what you want to do, what you want to skip. If something is not for you, just skip over it. So nice big breath again. You have the option, everything's an option, to send your fingertip up. Exhale your shoulder first and then your hands to center. Then maybe close your eyes and maybe set a little intention for 4 days to come, just a little short one. And telling ourselves, I am strong. Every day, I am stronger. I was able to adapt to the current situation, and I can adapt to other changes as well. I am loved, and I can focus on the positive. So you're here watching this video or with me on the live stream. So that means you have a good intention. That means this is already the first step. And then the second step is just move something. Just move something. It doesn't have to be your entire body. You decide. So again, one more big inhale. This time leave your arms up. Reach, reach, reach. Exhale the shoulder down. Neck is relaxed. Now let's take our arms and while keeping the shoulder down, let's reach up a little bit. Let's maybe straighten the elbow a little bit. Keeping the shoulder down, 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 and to the side, exhale. So anytime you need extra breath between the breath, when I tell you to inhale and exhale, breathe in between. She didn't say to exhale. No, you breathe. And when you're exhaling next, then you do the move on the exhale. But if the breath is too much, just remember to breathe. You know that's important. And just move something. So let's move a little bit here. And if this is better for you to sit down with crisscross, you do whatever work for you. And if you have sensitive knee, you can have a folded blanket or turn your mat to make it a little more padded. I'm going to go and I'm going to sit on my heels. You can have your feet flat, or I want a little stretch in my feet. So I'm just going to tuck my toes and I'm going to sit on my heel but gently. So the back is straight here. Now I'm going to face you. You sit on this side. Maybe a little bit, so you know what that's happening there. And you may see my toes, you may see my toe come back down. And I may switch because if it gets uncomfortable, I'm not gonna stay like that. And I want you to do the same thing. So let's inhale just the nose up. Just the nose up, and don't go too far with your head. Just a little bit is better. Now exhale your chin towards your chest, and it doesn't have to move. Just let it go where it wants to go. Inhale, center. Exhale, look to the side. Go very gentle. Inhale forward, and then other side. Inhale forward. I'm going to tuck my toes now. I got enough of a stretch. So I'm sitting on my heel, but feel free to sit how you wish. Maybe your knee wants to be apart. So here I'm going to turn a little bit so you can see behind me. Just going to take my fingertip and I'm going to point them away from me. So first let's go slow. We should always go slow. So put your hand down, feel the ground. Maybe at the other hand. See how it feels on your wrist. This is not too comfy. Turn your hand around or make a fist with the thumb out. So now, don't send the neck too far back, but inhale looking up a little bit. Maybe up means for you just where the ceiling starts and where the wall, where they meet. Maybe lower. Exhale now, chin towards the chest. We don't go as far. Inhale, center. Exhale, just bring one ear towards the shoulder. Inhale up and exhale. We don't force anything, so very small movement to the side because it's restricted. We've got our shoulder back here supporting our weight. And let's come back slowly. So maybe one hand goes to the fingertip and then the other. And bring your hands forward. And now let's put the top of our hands down. Very gentle. We don't want to force. So very gentle. Maybe both. And lift your bum. See if you can take a little weight there. See how that feels. And a little rocking back and forth. Very gentle here. We never want to feel pain. And if you're not sure what it is, come out of it. So let's bring our hands back to support our bodies and our knees under our hips. My wrist under my shoulder. So let's get to table pose. And here again, you can tuck your toes if it feels good for you. You can add a little extra here. Now take a nice inhale, and if possible, we're going to try to breathe through our nose. And if not, don't worry about it. So exhale, just lower your chest. Just lower. So you get a little more room here for your neck. And let's do a baby circle with our nose. Maybe the size of a little ball. And then the other side, inhaling up, maybe exhaling down. And center. Now, let's exhale all the air out and just pretend there's like your belly button's going up towards your spine, and from your spine there's a rope pulling up. Your tailbone's going down, your shoulder and head's going down, saying, hey, where am I going here? No. So exhale, press in your hands, and now inhale. Now your belly button, that's like a string pulling you down to the mat, and your nose going up, your tailbone going up, and now it looks a little bit like a cow. So we're doing the cats and cow. Press in your hand, exhale in your cat, and inhale down in your cow. Adjust your movement to your own breath, so it may take maybe longer, maybe faster. You're moving a little. Adjust your movement to your natural breath, if possible. A little more here, and center. Now let's send our hip to one side. Just let it be heavy. A little more weight in the hand that's on that side to compensate. The other elbows, take a little break. And switch. Now, the other elbow, the opposite elbow is like heavy down, just a little bit. And let's move that, like a little nice gentle flow. And you can keep that just like that. Or you may want to send your belly button up a little bit. Just tighten your belly just a little bit. Now I'm going to start moving my head side to side. I'm going to start looking at my toes or my knee or something back. Nice little gentle flow. Neck is relaxed. Nothing fancy here. And now let's make a little circle, or you can keep on doing the little side sway if that's pleasant right now. Keep that. Maybe adding just a little half circle one way and a little half circle the other way. Nothing big. Just a little bit here. And I'm going to tuck my back toes. You don't have to. And on your next exhale, just bring your hand a little closer to your knees. And sit on your heel, maybe off your heel. If it's not comfy, untuck your toes. Big inhale up again. Little. There we go. And exhale forward. Bring your whole forearm to the mat. Untuck your toes. Now press your bum towards your heel and just make a little room here for your knees. Just bring your knees towards the edge of the mat. If it's comfortable, just make a little more room for your belly here. So I'm sending my hand a little more forward. I just want to get a little deeper with my chest down. But you don't have to. You go. If it's too much, just come back up a little bit. And if it's not for you and you're not sure, come out of it. Maybe some other time, or maybe it's something you want to skip. So I'm inhaling my fingertip forward here, making sure my neck is relaxed. Maybe even putting my forehead between my elbow on the mat, just resting for a moment. And then maybe on an exhale, bring my hands a little closer, looking around. And inhaling forward, lowering the elbow to the mat, maybe the head. Let your lower back get a little heavier on its own. Just relax. Breathe down. And just breathe here. Stay there if it's comfy, and just breathe. You're in child pose, so feel free to move your hands other way if that's what you wish right now. And after a couple breaths, if you switch your hands, just bring them back forward. Now inhale, press in your hand, keep your hand on the mat. Just bring one, just retract one hand, just exhale towards you. And just turn your hand inside, under the other arm. Just slide it. A little thread the needle. See if your shoulder wants to hit the ground gently. The side of your head, maybe your ear. Keep pressing with the upper arm. The other arm is just here for now. Make sure it's comfy for you. And if you want to add a little bit, when you inhale, you can send your hand in a little bit more. Exhale, press with your other hand and get a little more into your upper twist. And when you have enough of that, on an inhale, press in your forward hand, come back, bring your hand next to the other, exhale back in your child pose. If you want to bring your hands back for a little bit here, and just bring them back for the other side. So inhale your hands back forward. Let's do the other side. Now press, if that you didn't like it before, just stay back in your child pose. That's all. You can always go back to child pose if it's something you want to skip, or you don't feel like it, or your body doesn't agree with you. So just bring your hand in a little bit and just slide it gently. And then turn, just push a little bit, and then start sending your lower elbow and shoulder towards the mat. And you don't have to put your head down or your shoulder down, just see where it goes. Maybe inhaling a little bit of length. And exhaling, relax between my leg here and my hip. So probably the way I'm placed, it could be all kind of thing, but I'm not going to analyze it. It's not agreeable for me. So I'm coming out of it a little bit. And instead, I'm just going to turn my shoulder to the side so I'm still getting an upper twist. And inhale, press in your hands, come back. Now let's sit to the side. Bring your legs forward. Just bend the knee here. We're just going to relax a little bit. The back is straight-ish, maybe a little curve for now. We're just resting. So let's do a couple shoulder roll here. So inhaling the shoulder up and sending them back. And maybe again. And if you want, bringing your hands back or down to the mat. And if they are back, maybe the palm facing each other, you can interlace the finger. And just open up now. I'm bringing my fist, not too much weight on the finger here. I just want a little room here. Just to open my shoulders. Nice chest opener. I've got the sun on my face from the window, so it feels good. So I'm staying a little longer on things that feels nice. And come back. Now let's bring our knee closer. Your thighs can be right against your chest, your tummy if you want. And just bring your heel as close, as comfy as it is. And curve your back. Just let it curve and just give a nice big hug to your knee. And feel your sit bones. I'm going to shift side to side. Nice little sway. And I'm doing it because first it's fun. And then it's helping me find my sit bone. Those little bones that make contact. So, okay, I know where my sit bone are. So now I want to keep my sit bone. When I say keep your sit bone, and if one lift, so this is your sit bone. So let's keep them straight. And then bring our legs straight-ish. And now bring the back straight. And the back is what would be interesting what would be the best if it was straight. The leg, you can bend the knee if you need to make that happen. If you feel when your legs are straight, your back start curving, fold the knees, that's all. Just keep the back straight here. So go at your level. You can put a pillow or something under your knees too. And then let's bring our feet. So the outer part is like parallel with the other. Toes are up. Just like be comfy, just relax as much as relaxing this is. You know, you don't want pain, you just want a nice stretch here. And then you can stay just like that or modify it by lifting the knees. Or you can just, fingertip up and exhale. We're going to exhale, we're going to curve first. We're going to curve, chin, the top. Look down towards your belly button and then inhale forward. And you can catch the ground, your leg above or below the knee. Above or below the knee. Toes are up. If you want to catch them, make your elbow a little heavier, round the back. With your inhale, add a little length. You straighten your back and pull forward. You're coming like, picture that string. And then forward and exhale. You're round when you exhale. So with your own breath, or you can stay put where you are. It feels nice just the way it is. Maybe less, come back out. Go where it feels nice to you. And let's sit back. Inhale. Nice little shoulder roll here. And let's send our feet to the side here. We're going back in table pose. So bring your wrist again under your shoulders, your knees, under your hip. Now look where your wrists are and then lower, putting your elbows down and just relax. Maybe tailbone a little side to side here. And I'm going to just creep forward a little bit because I want to go down to like my tummy. So place your elbow, like make sure they're under your shoulders. Catch the ground. Maybe you want to make a little fist with both your hands. And then you can go to your toes and come down like that, or you can come down whichever way works for you. But different ways to come down to your tummy. You can come down in a little plank here and make your tummy tight, tight, tight. Or you can do that plank with your knees down. Maybe the toes already untucked. Or maybe you just make that plank just long enough to transition into a nice sphinx. So here we are in sphinx. Relax the lower back here. Maybe send your little tailbone side to side by lifting one hip and then the other. Shoulder, if they want to move with that a little bit. Small, small movement. And center. Now let's make our sphinx not noseless, but we're gonna add to him. So let's breathe through that. He doesn't have a nose anymore, so he still has to breathe, right? So inhale the nose up, or the lack of up. Look around if this is comfy. And exhale. Bring your forehead towards the ground. Open your elbow a little bit to accommodate that, and slide your hands under your shoulders. Now just relax down, so you only have to think about the cueing here. Just bring your elbows in towards your body. So our elbows are parallel with each other. Now send your elbow like towards your feet a little bit, just to ease, so you're not shrugging up there and dancing. And if this works for you, inhale just your chest up a little bit. You can push with your hands or not. And a little cobra. Just a little cobra. Exhale. You don't have to wait for me to tell you to come out of something. If you like, it's like, long enough, come out of there if you want. So again, little cobra. Inhale, push in your hand. Maybe look forward. Exhale, place your forehead on your mat. Tuck the toes. Inhale, press in your hand. Maybe a bigger cobra. And I'm going to lift my hip off the ground, and I'm sending my bum very, very slowly back. I'm just moving very back, 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 back. And when it's about above my hips or above my knee, I'm going to push in my hand again, like I did with the cat. Round your back, push in your toes and lift your knees up, sending your bum back. Chest is heavy down the ground in a down dog. Now on your down dog, you don't need straight legs in the back. You can bend them as much as you want. And your heel doesn't have to touch the ground. Usually it doesn't, but if you want it to, because it feels good in the calf, you can do that. And if you want it also for the same reason, for a nice little, it feels good in the calf, you can just send one heel down while bending the other knee. Keep pressing in your hands, sending your chest down at the same time. Just switch here. Just walk your dog, and walk your dog at the speed that feels nice to you, that complement your attitude, your current attitude right now at this moment. Now let's walk that dog until the heel touch the ground. If you're already there, just keep walking in place. And then just pedal, pedal, pedal. Then from there we're gonna come forward, maybe the length of 1 foot, should be up to here. So little baby step, baby step, baby step. Relax the shoulder, the neck, make sure all that is relaxed. Keep walking this way, baby step, baby step. I'm gonna bring my fingertip up, make a little more room, and now just stay the way you are. You stop maybe a foot length between your hands and your feet. Now bring your ankle under your little hip bone, about a little distance here. Your hands are forward in monkey. Relax everything. Bend the knees as much as you want here. Around the lower back. Maybe bending the knees, straightening them. Maybe one at a time. Little short little movement that are nice. You can do this. You can do this. Remember, tell yourself, I am strong. But don't force anything now, because that's not strong. It's like, it's giving in. The voice is saying we have to do more than we should, and that's when we get hurt, you know. So keep walking forward. I'm going to the front of my mat. And then let's bring our hands above or below the knee. Elbows in like we did, and away. Inhale in a flat back. Straighten the leg a little bit and look straight down. And now exhale from the hip, keeping the leg straight-ish or straight. Feel free to bend the knee if you want, anytime. Let's do a little ragdoll on the arms. And pushing in the feet. Bring your legs towards each other and just inhale slowly, starting at the beginning of your back, by your bum there. One little vertebrae at a time is getting a little straighter, and it's climbing up like that. We're going to come up in that order. Very slow. Keep breathing. Engage your leg. You're strong. Here we are. Ooh. And then the shoulders, the neck, the head is up. Now, take your hands and fix your pants, your clothes, and whatever needs to be fixed. That's the good time. Right before we go back down and up. And we're going to continue this sun salutation. Now always feel free to skip the Chaturanga to Cobra, which is the part when you're lower, you do that push up down. Feel free to skip that, go to down dog right away, or go in child pose if it's too much. But if you go down with me, make sure that your hips touch the ground before your chest. Inhale, fingertip up. Now engage your leg towards each other. And exhale, forward fold. Hands are dangling, lower back. Nice and round. Maybe this time putting our hands on our elbows and shifting them gently side to side. And exhale, relax the arms. Inhale, place them above or below the knee. Elbow in and away. Flat back. So you could have your bowl of cereal on top. Now I'm still engaging my legs towards each other. Exhale, soften, bend the knees. Catch the ground. Inhale, one foot back. Exhale, the other foot back. Option to Chaturanga, to Cobra. Or up dog if you prefer. Just lift the hips and the thighs. Tuck the toes. Inhale, bump up. Exhale, pushing your hands down dog. And here, if you need a little action in your life, you don't want to stay still, you can walk your dog, or you can just work on your form. Remember all the asana, all the posture. Everybody looks different doing them because we all have different shape, and that'd be boring if we were all look alike, you know. And when you're ready, bend the knee and press in your hand. And here you can, on your next exhale, start walking forward, or you can lift your feet and jump forward. So whichever you pick, then press in your feet and inhale back up. Little back bend. And exhale the hands back to the side. And here we are, little riding the shoulder and forward. And one more sun salutation. Inhale up, little back bend. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plant your hand to the ground. Inhale one foot back, exhale the other foot back. Option to chaturanga, to cobra. And if you want to add something to it, press in your hand. Maybe look at your feet, your heels, somewhere back. And side to side, only if it feels nice in the hips. Neck is relaxed. Center, press in your hands, tuck your toe. Inhale your bum up and exhale it away. Inhale, press in your hand. Exhale, drop the knees down. And we're back in table. So let's bring our wrists a little closer so they're under our shoulders. Knees under the hip. Maybe a little wiggle side to side. Now I'm going to walk forward because I know what's coming next. We're going to stretch one leg back. So you're still on your four. Inhale, one foot back. And the toes touching the ground, other legs relax. I'm going to bring my wrist back a little bit because somehow when I did that, I shifted. And I really want them lined up under my shoulder. So belly button is tight here. Now inhale that foot up a little bit or leave it down. Foot facing down. And exhale. Now let's take the bottom foot and send it to the side, to the back. Maybe like I don't know, 45, whatever works for you. And I'm going to bring the same side in. I'm going to line it up a little bit more with my knee here. Now my front foot's going to just pivot so I can put it on the ground. And you can stay just like that. Maybe nail one hand up, see how it goes. Maybe you want to put it on your hips. So you see, rotate the hips. So I'm pushing into my bottom thigh, tightening my glute here and opening. So my bottom hip's coming forward and my upper one's going back here. And you can put your hand on your hip. It can just dangle if that's where you want it. Or maybe you want to inhale it up. Just looking around. You can stay like that. Maybe line up yourself a little more, making a nice straight line with your arm, working on that. Maybe you want to come out of it right away, so go back in your table. Or if you want to add to this, maybe inhaling that leg up. Now I'm pressing, the top of my foot and the back is pressing on the ground so I keep my balance. Now the toes on my upper foot, I'm going to send them forward and press my heel away. And if you want to add to this, flex the foot, maybe reach back for it. Maybe inhale, it's like a little sideway dancer here. Neck is relaxed, look around, make sure you can move your neck gently. Exhale, slowly releasing the knee back down, the hand back down. Turn your back foot. Now other side. But first we're going to sit back. We're going to give a little love to our wrists here, saying, I love you, I want you to be able to do it again. So a little massage maybe on our hands. We don't take care enough of our hands, and our hands do so much for us, and even supporting some of our weight. So back on our fours, and you can just stay like that. You can go back in child pose too if that's what you want. And I'm going to come to the front of the mat now. This time you know why. Now my other foot's going back. I'm going to flex my toes here and I'm going to press through my heel so it feels good. Line up a little bit, and I'm going to try a couple things here. First, I'm going to try to just see if my foot wants to lift off the ground. So here I'm going to see if my foot just wants to lift off the ground. So inner spiral your forearm, bring the little nook of your elbow towards the other if you want to add a little extra. That helps a lot to be stable and all. So let's see if my foot wants to lift. Tuck in your belly here. And exhale it down. See if that hand wants to come up. Now let's take the bottom foot and just send it to the side. Plant your back foot. Now I'm sliding my hand forward a little bit towards me, just to make sure I'm lined up, that my wrist is right under my elbow. So if you want, you can just leave your arm dangled there. Maybe put it on your hip. Maybe you want to inhale it up and over. Or put it like under the other and make a nice straight line. Lots of choice. Now press in the top of your foot, of your bottom foot, and see if your other one wants to inhale up. Neck is relaxed again. Point your toes towards, away from you, but don't do the ballerina thing. Just flex your foot and bring your toes down, big toe down a little bit if you want. If you want to add to it, you can flex your foot, maybe reach for that foot, for a little to the ground dancer. Press your foot in your hand, maybe open up the shoulders a little bit, the hips, resisting with the hand, and inhale back. My sideway foot is going to turn back, and I'm back in my table. Now press in your hand, tuck your toes, inhale, short stand of a down dog. Just breathe here, and on an exhale, just start walking towards your hand, and inhale, come straight back up. Catch some love, little heart, and to the center of the mat I go. So let's go do a nice little shoulder roll here. We were carrying a lot of weight on our arms, so little circle with our wrist. If you want to hold your wrist, just hold your arm and move your wrist, or move both little fists. And add little creepy fingers to this too. Creepy finger, wrist. Neck is still relaxed, right? There we go. Shoulder rolls. Let's shift your shoulders like way up towards your ear. Inhale, and then exhale them back. And again, place your hands facing each other. Exhale your shoulder down a little bit. If you want to clasp your hands, you can. You don't have to. The feet are in mountain pose. They can be in traditional with the big toe touching, the heel kicked out, or your heels under your hips. Inhale, maybe a little baby back bend here, and exhale, bend the knee, drop the chest towards your thigh. If you want, inhale your hands up. Now picture like a string at the fingertip, just gently guiding you up. Just gently opening your shoulder, not forcing, never, just gently guiding. And exhale your hands towards your back. Let them slide along your legs. Elephant trunk when forward fold. Press in your feet, engage your legs. And let's inhale back up. And exhale the hands towards the heart. Now let's step back just a little bit. Hips are forward. We're going to go in a little pyramid to complement our Sphinx. So here you could have like the distance of a little choo-choo train going between your feet. But I need more balance, so I'm going to give a big nice caboose. Is going to make enough room for. And feel free also to use a chair if you want to hold to something. So the toes are facing forward. We're going to do a nice little pyramid here with our legs. And then at the hip wall, keeping the legs just like they are, let's exhale forward, just maybe halfway. There's a little bend in the front knee here. You don't want to lock that. Or you can have a big bend in both legs and it's all cool. So it's your pyramid, you do what you want. I'm putting my hand on my hip because it looks good with the pyramid, adding a couple more triangles here. Then press in your front foot, inhale back up. Big inhale, exhale, back legs come forward. Front leg go back, just a little step. We're not big, like we're not going in warrior or anything like that. So just little pyramid, nothing complicated. And I'm gonna make room for my caboose, but you can have a smaller little wagon between your legs, depending on your balance today. It's different, you know. One day or another, maybe it's a little core that comes through. So again, nice little shoulder roll if it feels good. And at this time, if you want, you can have your hands to your side or you can bring them back with me. So inhale, chest up and proud. Exhale, little flat back here. Look straight down. And then inhale a little length this time. Maybe the arms want to come up and pull up a little. And exhale, press in the foot. You don't need a perfect shape here, there's no such thing anyway. And then your next inhale, take the back leg and just walk it casually forward. So let's give ourselves a nice hug because we did quite good. While our fingers towards our back, give a nice little rub here, feels nice. And other side. And nice little rub here, the shoulder, something. Nice little rub, maybe going side to side gently. Let's walk to the beginning of our mat. Inhale up, exhale down. Catch the ground with your hand. Inhale, one foot back. Plant the knee down, we're going back in table. Other side. Let's line up our wrist under our shoulder. We won't be like that very long. Now let's have a couple cats and cows. So exhaling on the way up for your cat. Inhaling down for your cow. Just a couple. Make them a little slower. Just a little bit slower here. And let's tuck the toes and keeping that short stand. Press in your hand, inner spiral your forearm and press. Inhale your knees up, maybe an inch, maybe a little more. Then exhale down. And the little inch is much harder than keeping on pushing. So you pick. I pick what worked for me, but you can just inhale and hold if you want. And exhale down. So let's press our bum up and down just a little bit here. And then tuck our toes. Now put your weight on your hands and just slide one knee up, bringing the foot forward. Now I'm going to take my back knee, and if you want, you can keep it right under your hip, or if you want a little hip flexor stretch here to just feel good. Whatever you choose. Front knee is right above the ankle though. And let's keep our knee straight so it doesn't fan out. So you can stay just like that and enjoy. Maybe you want to come up a little bit. We're relaxed. We're not adding too much. You can always send your arm back again. Pull yourself back up. Little attitude. Whatever works for you. And then place your hands to the ground. Tuck the back toe. Push in your hand. Lift the knee. And now just bring the heel back. Bring the heel back a little bit. Replacing the heel back down and tuck the toes. Fingertip. And I'm going to just See if my heel wants to come forward for a half split. Maybe a little, I'm going to bring my back hip above my knee here. So we have that nice little half split. You can flex the knee if you want, or skip that if you wish. Now I'm pressing my upper back up only because it feels good in the shoulder, the upper back. Neck is relaxed. And exhale forward. Front foot is flat. Place your hand under your elbows. Tuck the back toe and lift the knee. And let's switch. Bring the other one up. Drop the knee. Or you can try any of the version we did. Now I'm scooping my foot forward so it's right under my knee. I'm going to tuck the toe here. And just come up a little bit. See if you want to come up a little bit with me. Maybe nailing your arm up. Oh, and stretch. A little balance side to side. Maybe if you want to add a little wind to your branch. Exhale back. Now press your bum back. Open up. Toes up. Not to the point that you're going to cramp in the back, but just so you add a little tension if it feels nice. Only if it feels nice, right? And forward. Keep your foot like that. Place your hand to both sides. Now scoop your foot towards the other hand. And just drop the leg down. For a little pigeon. Nothing complicated. I'm scooping my back foot with my knee back a little bit to add a nice little opener on my hip. I'm going to look side to side just because it feels nice, but very gentle movement, always gentle. Nice and smooth. And tuck the back toe, center. Inhale, lift, push in your arm, make a little room. Maybe go in a down dog first this time. Just bring your knee towards your chest and send your foot out the mat. And slide your other foot down for a little pigeon. Here, if you want, you can bring your foot and make it more of a T. Or if you want your hips a little more straight-ish, just bring it back a little bit. Whatever works for you. Whatever feels nice. I'm lining up again. And if it's in your practice to move forward, and just don't do that too often. And just maybe looking side to side gently here. See how that feels. And let's take the back leg. Bring it forward into a mermaid. Just the legs like next to each other. And to our back we go. So scoop your bum forward a little bit. Now if you need a blanket, a pillow, something for your Shavasana, we're going to do a little short meditation here. But it's more of an affirmation. So here you have the choice. You can lay down in Shavasana, bringing your fingertip away from your shoulder, from your ears, making room for your head. Just relax there, and you're always invited to close your eyes if you want, or keep a soft gaze. Or if you prefer to sit down, maybe putting your back against a wall if you want. Anything that's comfortable and that works with how you are, how you feel at this moment. So again, feel free to close your eyes or keep them semi-closed. And inside our head, we're going to say, and with conviction, I am strong. Every day, I am stronger. I was able to adapt to the current situation and I can adapt to other situations. I am loved. I can focus on the positive. Now think of some of the people that you love the most, that you're the closest to. And in your mind, in your soul, give them a nice hug. See them smile. See yourself smile. And just hug them all. Now grab them all with your two arms as if they were melting into your arm. And take all that positive energy from those beautiful people that you love, who love you. Give them a nice mental hug. Take them all in your arm. And then share your own positive energy with them. And if you are laying down, maybe start to move your toes, your fingers, maybe hugging your knees to your chest. You can always go in happy baby. And then turning to your right side if it is comfortable for a few breaths before slowly coming up to a seated comfortable position. And let's inhale our fingertip up one more time, yawning them towards the ceiling, the sky. Maybe our palms are together, exhaling to our heart, or you can put your hands to your lap, to the ground. And first, I would like to thank you for taking the time to watch the video, maybe moving something. It's all good, it all adds up. So thank you for watching, thank you for practicing with me. And together we say Namaste. Hello and welcome. This is the Laid Back Mat. I am Anne Marie. I am a professional comedian and a certified and registered yoga teacher, and I believe in doing what feels good. Feeling good is laughing, it's moving, incorporating both is great. So my site is all about humor and yoga, exercise, while having fun, and skits, awesome skits, a little music, a little variety. So a little variety, that's what it's about, is variety.